Boom. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Mic check, mic check. Her story. My story. Your story. Let me tweet this out real quick. What's up, guys? Gonna fire up the second part of our little search into her story. If you haven't caught part one, you can do so on the YouTube channel. It exists there if you'd like to watch it. If not, no big deal. Honestly, I've been having fun interacting with this in a way that I did not expect. Get the chat popped up here. So we're live on Twitch. If you're hanging out here, what's up? Welcome. Thank you for coming by. Much appreciated. And if you are catching it on YouTube, feel free to leave any comments, any thoughts, any direction you want me to head in future explorations of her story in the comments, because that's what I'm kind of checking out and using to help guide the direction of our search. I haven't looked to Reddit or any of that other bullshit, so I don't know what is going on in this game other than it is pretty cray. It's crazy. I'm in this chat room. Why am I in this place? Where am I? Okay. I was in the wrong chat room. There we go. So, check out part one if you'd like to. You don't have to. But to get us started on part two, I wanted to bring up some stuff that was mentioned in the YouTube comments from the video before, and I almost burnt myself. Got hot coffee, baby. So, I don't think you've realized just yet that they are interviewing two different people here, the twins. I think one has a tattoo on her left arm as well, only seen in a few vids because of the long sleeves. Hannah is the name of the one with that was raised by the birth mother. I think Eve is the other, raised by Florence. So if you haven't seen the first YouTube video, you might not understand what's going on. One, because Florence wanted to name her first girl that, and two, because the twins' real birth mother thought that Eve was an imaginary friend. So when Eve is being interviewed and says that about her mother, she's actually talking about herself. I think you picked up on this with your search of split personality. Yeah, see, there was a moment there where I was really like thinking that those were not the same two people, right? Because they both seem really different. One very timid and defensive, quiet even. The other more open and sort of spunky. The one that took the lie detector test and failed on her name. She must have said Hannah when she was actually Eve. I'd focus on the baby. Remember, there was some mention of a baby. In fact, I think there was two babies. An original one back when one of them was in their teens, I think, that miscarried, and one that is actually born at the present time. I think that plays a role somehow. Great stuff. More, please. So that was very insightful. I had not even once did I consider that those were two people, dude. So shout out to Propitiation Dota for your very insightful observation. Badass. That was cool. And in the comment below that, just finished the game after you guys brought it up on the show. Very cool, interesting game. Ending is open to a bit of interpretation. I really thought something completely different was going on when I first started playing it. Thanks for leading me to this game. You're welcome, dude. I'm enjoying it too. Can't wait to dive in right now. In fact, that's what we're doing. So without further ado, we've got some digging to do. We're going to start here with this comment. Again, thank you very much for the comment. If you want to help guide the story, you can either hop into Twitch chat or you can dive right into the YouTube comments below, and I will look at them and use them to guide my search. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that and kick up Dust here. I love the way this thing is just lit up. Lit up for us. Let me make sure I've got chat visible to me. Thank you. What is up, chat? Welcome. All the information you guys need if you want to join Defense of the Patients, if you want to be a part of what's going on, you can find that all down in the comment section below. Would love to have you hanging out and being a part of the team and all the different places that we have for you to do that. So feel free to hit us up and let's hang out. God damn, I got this thing turned up loud. Alright, let's start our search, man, for baby. Remember, it's got 17 entries. We only get to see the first 5 in chronological. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for a tattoo, and let's try to find out which one is which. Like, you know, these could very well be 2 different people. I'm not 100% sure who's who in terms of the twins yet, so that's kind of what we're gonna be looking for and see if we can, I don't know, figure that out. These are obviously the same 3 people here, and then this is the other lady here, so let's roll with it. We can use our own tags here. If you guys have any tags that you think I should use, let me know. This will help us find the videos in the future when we're trying to piece things together. So keep that in mind as well. I haven't really messed around with the tags too much, but it's there if we need it.
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
Didn't even hear.
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby.
Saving for the baby.
It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
Okay, so that is obviously the wife of Simon. Simon is the dude that's dead in this case. And one of these females has a part in it.
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time with the Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity.
You're welcome.
We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby if it came.
Okay, so this is pre-baby
nice
reminiscing, right?
Myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna tag these with wife. We won't put the name in them yet, because I'm not too convinced on the name yet. But I do like the idea of being able to pull up a specific person, right? You know what I mean?
No.
Let me know what you think on that.
I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months. We carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after.
Miscarried at 8 months. That's so...
No. I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months.
An 8-month
We
miscarriage?
carried on living at Simon's
Guys,
parents
like,
until...
to put that in perspective.
Well, it was only a few months after.
Oh, God. That baby is done. If that baby were born alive, there's a very, 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 very good chance that it survives. So the fact that that baby dies and then is born, you're basically giving birth to a dead baby. That fucks you up, man. That shit fucks you up. Okay, enough of that shit. Oh, this is a meaty one here.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Simon's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby.
That's the wife, too.
There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed, and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back. And
A fucking torch. It means a
that's when I saw the
flashlight.
bin bags.
think they're in like the UK or something.
Pulled them open, saw the body. I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
Okay, so this is also the wife. I really appreciate that comment. Thank you very much for that, YouTube. This is like giving me something to like to dig into that is extremely exciting for me. I'm having a really good time with it. So thank you very much. And again, don't hesitate to interact. I'm more than happy to. In fact, that's what I highly encourage. This is a fun. I mean, I don't know if you see behind me here, but I don't have like friends. Hello, I'm your friend. I want to play games. So if you guys want to hit me up, interact this way, man. It's a good way to get hype about a fun experience like this. This is cool. So that was definitely a wife, right? She found the body. Now, let's give a little context in case you're coming in not having seen the first video, or maybe you know, just a little hazy, but from my recollection, body's down in the basement, gets found buried behind some stuff. One of these females, now that I'm fairly certain there's multiple females, one of these females had something to do with placing the body, even like put a watch on it and all that stuff. So I don't know if that was the wife yet at this point, or if it was the twin sister as referenced in the comment. I'm not sure. That's kind of what I'm trying to just piece and sort out. So we'll see how far we can get with that in this hour, and make some headway in part 2 here. But man, fuck, this is a good game. This is a good game, babe. Now that I know that it's twins and I'm like searching and stuff, oh my god. And I'm trying to be like, okay, that's the wife. This is the sister. That's the wife. That's the sister.
That's possible.
I haven't found a sister yet, though.
I don't know what he. I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby.
What?
I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
Yeah, one of them's married and one of them's a sister, and the husband's dead, I'm pretty sure. Sorry, guys, I missed that one. I'll have to watch it again.
Yes. It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what he. I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
Okay, so also wife, and she's referencing. I'm just gonna start trying to do this, but she's referencing the second baby. Let's not get too deep ahead of ourselves here. Okay, so we've parsed the first 5 with the word baby. Let's see if just trying to narrow that clip down. Okay, so this is good stuff because what we were looking at is the 3 different clothing articles than what was there before. I'm so excited. So we're gonna check this out, see then what was there, see what we can see. What's that? Okay. Whole new outfit.
1984 was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police.
Whoa.
A forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. was because of the heat. It's just awful.
What is she? I didn't even hear her mention her baby.
1984 was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer.
Oh, it just has those two words,
It was a
not
hot
necessarily
summer.
together.
So
Lost the
when we
baby.
discovered the bodies, it was just
Her
awful.
parents died.
Because of the
Doug and Eleanor.
circumstances,
That's
them
Simon's
dying
parents.
together like that, they brought in a lot of police.
I'm going to assume this is wife because it's mentioned baby died, but I'm not so 100% sold there. So those don't necessarily go together. I'll see if I can quote them.
You're reaching here. I don't know why.
Tattoo was mentioned in the YouTube
No.
comment as the
I've
sister.
never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon is dead. But I have my baby to care for.
My baby to care for.
Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs? You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
That girl's totally different. Okay. I'm just gonna tag her sister. I don't even know if that's actually true. I'm just...
What did your wife do? She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Guys. What if they were both pregnant with Simon's baby, or that last one that we tagged as a wife in the red is actually...
Florence raised me in her home.
One thing we
I
can't
never
see
left it.
there
She
is
kept me out of
the
sight.
tattoo.
It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror.
Okay, we're gonna have to start putting names on them too.
She was me.
I don't know which one that is. We're gonna have to start naming them. I know Fuck. This is the lie detector test I think that was mentioned.
Yes, my name is Hannah Smith.
Hannah Smith.
Shit. Sorry.
That is weird, man. So this is same session. Post lie detector test. These are lined up chronologically as well. Oh, God, this is good stuff, dude. This is good stuff. Where does it all lead, though? Some fucked up shit happened after this clip,
Across
I'll
the
tell
road,
you.
where my parents first lived there,
Here it
was
is.
a midwife called Florence.
Here it is.
When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time.
Hannah, Eve.
The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah.
This is Eve.
The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on
Dude.
paper.
Okay, so this is Eve. Let's start tagging with stuff like this. Let's see what else she's got going on
here. She recognized me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. There was a dollhouse. She hid me up there. No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
Oh, man. Okay, this is Eve again. So, if you guys didn't catch it, real quick, what happened was Mom lives across the street from midwife. Mom is pregnant, okay? It has baby. Midwife is over at house delivering baby. Apparently there's twins Mom was not aware of. One of those twins is like has an umbilical cord around neck. Midwife says twin is dead. Mom says okay, takes her baby. Midwife says I'll take care of it, don't worry. The twist? Twin is not dead. Florence the midwife takes twin across the street and raises twin like in seclusion. Okay, what we're seeing now is the point where sister across the street recognizes twin in window, hidden twin, and says, come over. She just described an attic where the parents basically like set up for her to play, apparently where she can, Eve, the twin Eve, can go hide. Oh my god, dude.
My name is Hannah. Hannah.
That's Hannah, okay.
It's palindrome.
It's a palindrome.
It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work if you mirror it though, it's not quite symmetrical, but well.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Hannah Smith, I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
Hannah Smith. We should search Smith too, just to see. Let's go ahead and get that in there. I don't remember tagging any of the blues. Yeah, you guys help me out, man. If I'm missing tags, you gotta let me know.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Billy Bob says she's tapping out. I love you, dude. Billy Bob hits me up in Steam chat and says, dude, she's tap. That's tap talk for I love you. Like, oh my god, dude, unreal. And if you think about them having to communicate through window, that's how you would do it, you know? That's how you would do it. So, this is Hannah. And I also feel like this was the wife of Simon. I'm gonna say sister, meaning like sister of twin, basically is what I should say, but... Okay, let's just do a quick search of Eve and see if we can. Oh, this could be okay. So this is leading up to. This is the moment we just witnessed here. This is the lead up to that, and she's saying, "Why was I talking about her?" So let's find out what exactly she meant. Maybe. I'm not.
Well,
what exactly is a leap a little too far, right?
I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid, and she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes.
Did she see her?
Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater. There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach, and I held her head under, and I kept it under. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her.
We saw this in the last one. This girl is messed up, dude, in many ways. Many
That was it.
ways.
It was just a moment. We were made up afterwards. It was a love-hate relationship.
I'm still thinking, I don't want to tag it with Hannah. I wish I would go back and do those other ones too, because no, that's okay actually. That's okay because that tag, these are identifier tags. If there was a way to just search my tags, that would be cool. But I don't think there is. Is this one we haven't seen yet? Wow, okay. She's a little weird, right? Just talking about murdering and stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Gucci. That's what I'm saying, man. What's up? Thanks for coming by.
When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off, I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve.
Friend Eve, my friend Eve. Yeah, so she just called her friend Eve. Again, this is Hannah. So friend Eve was known. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. I think this is Eve.
Hannah had a miscarriage.
Yes, okay.
This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile.
We're on to something here, boys.
Felt like the universe had corrected its course. We were aligned again.
This is so good with a cup of coffee, man. Just make a hot cup.
Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school.
What the fuck, dude?
And then...
Dude. See, I do think... I think Eve was with Simon. This is Eve. I need to look at this one again. Now we're gonna get into a little bit of the minutia control because...
Still living with his parents. But
we were aligned again.
felt like the universe had corrected its course.
Okay.
Corrected its course.
Pause this shit. What the fuck? Do you see what she's saying right there?
We were aligned again.
The miscarriage. It brought it back into, okay.
Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the
crazy, dude.
now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school.
They're both crazy, I think.
And then...
I just want to find out more about this time frame. So this was a crucial time frame, right? This is post miscarriage. He's getting a new job. It means something significant to both of them. Remember, tattoo identifies one, definitely is Eve. The sleeve might be Eve too, if you want to get crazy on why her name's Eve, you know what I'm saying? Sleeve means Eve. I could be just laughing while we try to figure this out. If every rule has a rhyme to it.
Yeah. Well, they have one for the Glaziers, but it's only for work. I can't remember the number. It's in the kitchen. I saw it plugged into its charging cradle.
Missing phone. Or referencing a cell phone. I'm gonna assume that's Hannah right now. May not be.
Diane is really nice. She helps out with the glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids. Diane is really nice. She helps out with the glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids.
I think that's Eric
She
and
used to help
Diane.
me when I worked there.
That's Hannah. So she worked there too. Right? Dude, what if I'm tagging these all wrong? Like, what if that's...
I did. Well, we met when we were 17, both working at the glaziers.
Okay, no. We're okay. We're okay. We're still on the same track.
No. Everyone loved Simon. He's a glazier, he doesn't have much money. I mean, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure we have. So here's another feature here. You can check out all your searches from your session. So I think when we started wife, we decided wife was Hannah, so I can even add a Hannah to those now, right? I definitely think there was an affair going on here, though. I mean, I think we can safely say that we have uncovered what appears to be an affair. Okay, the reason why I did that was to do this and remember that this was something that we had already identified. Okay. Now, where do we go from here? Looks like we've got about 20 minutes left on the search clock, so we've got to really focus here. Let's get right to it. I feel like I'm gonna jump in on these orange suit ones and just instantly label them because I know at least that much.
The bruise. I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes. I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policemen. I found the body.
Definitely seems affected by that.
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other.
Oh my God.
We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it.
Wait a minute.
To the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it. Rather than
Bingo,
have it
baby.
linger.
We got it, dude. We
Better
got
to keep
this.
the body in the house than
Just
risk being
figured this
seen
out.
with it. The watch. That was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
So that's Eve. She's the twin. God, dude. This is how you spell that word. Pregnant. Fuck. Okay, hold on. So what those videos just, and tell me if you guys think anything differently, if you got something else coming up. It sounds to me like they both worked together. Now, this Eve and Hannah worked together to kill Simon. That the baby was the most important thing. I seriously think Eve and Simon were having an affair and that Eve got pregnant. Eventually told Hannah. And they murdered Simon because of it, maybe? I don't know. It looks like these so far are all Hannah.
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
Oh, yep. That's how it was back then. So this is Hannah. Mrs. in the situation.
Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness.
What the fuck? Is that Eve? God damn it. Hold on. I need to go back and watch something.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby.
Wait a minute.
There's some boxes in the cellar. No.
No. Currently pregnant?
No. Well, yes. He found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
Okay, hold on. Oh my god. Are they both pregnant?
It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince. And Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. But she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind. But she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
Holy shit. I got an achievement for that. It's a happy ending. Wow. But Hannah wasn't in the tower, was she? No. Dude, I'm thinking there was a double relationship going on here that both of these females have.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi.
Glasgow.
Not a big crash, just paintwork.
Are you kidding me,
The
dude?
guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could
I'm
get
so
me out.
confused.
It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
Yeah, I would like to see that. I'm not 100% sure this is even right anymore. That that's even the right tag now. Now, because
I got in the car and I drove. I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. I just had to sleep. Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from the payphone, and then headed back.
okay. This might not be. This might actually be Eve, dude. I'm gonna stick with it just so I can at least find it with the wife tag. Wait, did I already play this one?
Yeah, that's Simon's watch.
Oh, no.
It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste.
Because Eve did seem to know quite a bit about.
That time, you must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Found body. I hit the wrong one. This is what I meant to hit right here.
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
Okay. That's another reason why I might think this is Eve.
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed we could then disprove it. We wanted to have, and we wanted the body to be. We had an alibi, and we wanted to
God damn it.
the bruise. The other policeman. I found the body.
My God, man.
It happened very quickly.
At any point in time, she reveals her arm No, of course not, because it has a fucking tattoo on it. Unreal, dude. I think this is Eve.
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
They were both there? Unless... Man, it just
Ask
gets
the
better and
hospital.
better. Ask the hospital.
I don't see how it's hard. We've established I was in Glasgow when he was killed. You've spoken with the hospital.
That gave us nothing. What did these girls do? What did these girls do? I gotcha.
I hoover, I dust every week. Maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust, and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week, but every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day. Ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front.
Man.
She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes. When I was there, I saw her.
I think those are Simon's parents.
She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. I mean, last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage, and she still has a secret like that.
Ken can't see. I think that's Eve. I think we tagged her as Eve before, though. Go ahead and do that again. Oh, because it's there. Oh my god, it's so high up on the sleeve. That's definitely Eve. God, I don't think that's Eve.
It was supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford.
What the fuck? Dude. We have to wipe the slate clean, boys. We have to wipe this. Why did she call him husband? I don't.
When we weren't together, we'd send secret messages by tapping out a code that we'd left from a book, the knock code.
There it is, Billy Bob. The knock code, dude.
We tap them out on radio
Crazy.
pipes or the attic
Crazy.
Dad thought we had mice, but they couldn't find any. Bought a cat anyway.
That's Hannah. That's Hannah. God damn it, dude. Yeah, I don't know if that's Hannah or not. I don't know what's real anymore. All I know is these two chicks are fucking up to no good, dude. Up to no good. I need to narrow down some of the searches. I need to look more into the babies. Who has one? Man.
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother.
She can't.
She was a girl, by the way, the baby.
No tattoo.
We were going to call her Sarah.
Oh my god, talking about the dead baby.
Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana.
That's bad.
But
That's
I didn't
so
want her to
gross
have
and
a
sad.
magical name.
Man. Can't even think about that. Come here now.
About 8 years back. It was a present to myself. I shouldn't even be drinking coffee with the baby. It's been hard trying to give it up. I think they say you can have 1 cup.
Dude.
Then she told me she wanted to help more. She said I should move in with her. She would come clean with Simon about me. I was family. I couldn't have a baby in a bedsit. I told her I didn't want to.
Whoa.
Then she told me she wanted to help more. She said I should move in with her. She would come clean with Simon about me. I was family. I couldn't have a baby in a bedsit. I told her I didn't want to tell Simon. Told her to wait for the time being.
Whoa. Okay, something went down. I need to see that one again.
Then she told me she wanted to help more. She said I should move in with her. She would come clean with Simon about me. I was family.
She would come clean with Simon about me.
Clean with Simon about me. I was family. I couldn't have a baby in a bedsit. I told her I didn't want to tell Simon. Told her to wait for the time being.
Wow.
Yes. I
No
inherited
tattoo.
it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl.
This is
Don't
Hannah.
ask me at
This is
it.
Hannah, the
Old
wife.
days. We didn't
Miscarriage.
sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there. No. The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow, so we were separated again.
Oh my god, dude. So I think this video clip is... What's up, Snake? How's it going, man? This video clip is just
No.
her spilling the
The
beans,
parents
dude.
decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow, so we were separated again.
That
I
made
stayed
you mad,
in
huh?
the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist.
What?
I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognised me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park.
No way.
I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers.
Shut the fuck up,
Drunk
dude.
guys I'd met in clubs, in parks, in alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD.
Are you fucking with me, dude?
When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier.
Feels bad, man.
Sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
Holy shit. Yep. That's Eve, twin. Let's see. Have baby.
Then she told me she wanted to help more. She said I should move in with her.
Eve. We're cracking the case, guys. We're cracking the case. See, these are the juicy ones, man. This is the good interview right here.
The legal stuff was completed very quickly.
Red Villains.
So we moved back in.
Live it up.
Simon. Eric gave Simon the week off to help with the move. He decorated, modernised wallpaper curtains.
Mouse cursor.
Hannah insists the attic be left as it was.
No way.
Dollhouse and all. Simon never went up there.
Shut up. She moved in to this attic then. They killed him, dude. They fucking killed him.
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had. She knew that instant. The look on his face.
Oh my God. So she is pregnant with Simon's kid, dude. Simon's with both of them, dude. I'm gonna put Simon and both. Come on. Come on, baby. Give me the juice.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous, didn't want to share. Even the first date, we went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went, kept changing places in the toilet.
Are you kidding me?
We only had one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me. But that was it. We didn't want another card on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back.
These girls, dude.
After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant.
Oh my God, dude. I'd almost given
From
up the
that
search.
one time.
I'd almost given up the search. And then she miscarried, dude. They were both unreal, dude. Unfucking real.
From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up, and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict. We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake, children sang me happy birthday. Then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway, and Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that, we talked about the baby. It turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
Now, I still am not 100% sure that's Hannah. This is, though. We got two twins. We got Hannah, we got Eve. Both sleeping with Simon.
Both
Fucking weird,
happy to
man.
get married.
Pretty good story.
It was a beautiful wedding. We had our first dance to Come Back and Stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it. I mean, it was genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together before. It was probably awful to watch, but I enjoyed it. It felt like it was just me and Simon for that moment. Just the two of us.
Okay. See how she's referencing this window of time when it was just the two of them together. I happen to fuck with the crazy Eve. So we've reached the end of part 2. We're gonna do these in hour chunks because I don't want to oversaturate myself, but what we have figured out this time is, okay, here's the story as it stands. Simon is dead. His body was found in the basement of their house. We now know that Eve was living in this house, in the attic apparently, or just was kind of come live in the house. Hannah is with the one twin that did end up marrying Simon, and I think Eve was with Simon all along, dude. I don't think Eve ever stopped being with Simon. I think eventually Simon had to have been aware that it was two different people. Had to be aware it was two different people. Although I'm not aware it's two different people. Hannah, they're both pretty fucked up. The situation at birth was really fucked up, where the midwife took the twin that the mom thought was dead and basically kept it hidden and stole it, but they lived across the street, so they still were aware of each other, and they ended up finding ways to stay together. Created this weird bond that apparently, like, even into adulthood, created this scenario where she described the first date with Simon where they were switching off places. So they would go to the restroom and switch the dress with the other one and go back out on the date. And they had these rules apparently about dating. And Eve took the first kiss, which was no big deal. Kissing was okay apparently, but the next date Hannah slept with him, and that was against the rules. So it sounded like there was a little bit of vindictiveness coming from Eve when she talked about that. So obviously a little bit of both people having feelings for Simon. There was a baby involved, and one of those clips I definitely felt like Hannah told Simon that Eve was pregnant, and she could instantly tell from the look on Simon's face that it was his. That's the impression that I got from the way that story was told. So I still am not 100% sure how the murder transpired. There's an alibi that involves Glasgow. She's mentioning that they had gotten into an argument and he left and she left. His body was found with a watch on it. That watch had a time. Apparently that time references her with the same time that she was in Glasgow. I don't know how relevant that is. That watch could have been planted after the fact, obviously. Really interesting past. I think part 3 will probably wrap it up. I think in the next hour we'll be able to dig deep enough to get a pretty good understanding. I don't know, but that's it for part 2. Thank you for stopping by, everybody in the chat. Gucci, Snake Baby, good talking to you guys. And if you're in the YouTube channel and you want to give me some comments on where to go next, what you noticed, what you might have seen in the course of those videos, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you think might be going on, because that'll help me guide the start of part 3. I've got some ideas, but man, this game is good. It's been a good time playing her story. Thanks for helping make it part of Dotp, and thanks for being a part of Defense of the Patients. This is Easy. I'm out. Peace.